Doc, anapa yamokwaba.
Yeah, you know, we share with you for
you. Yeah, just so Doc. Na impum to saying.
Yamia do also.
You could come kakra. Doc, anapa ye bisa se DNA ne kwampo no din.
Okay, so your DNA, it's the building blocks of everything in the body. As in, say we nipa now ya boa na bibisa na nia Emma would dance any DNA, and it virtually influences everything in your body. Now, say papa no ma share, they all contribute something, both by the woman's eggs and the man's sperms.
Okay.
And Emma will also you develop something unique. Emma was all dance, but you are linked to your mother, you are linked to your father. In the idea Emma will dance, able to me attest who is your father, who is your mother, and stuff like that. It's generally what the DNA basically is.
Opinion is DNA ni yakwa say a very distinct code. Onipa bia onyamedia chena ene na identify ne say we hu sade we ya eyono
no into every cell in your body no would into the knee waso wakuma bibia like everywhere we test you can know because you are very very distinct. Even twins cry they are very very distinct. Now eno na extra idea you can inherit. Neatini said your DNA can be traced to one and cancer idea because we all share the same in the same family line. It will be private to make tracy the relatives another country because that's where the relatives come from.
Okay.
Into my DNA will be totally different from yours because as we are totally coming from a different line. I'm also coming from a different line. And it's also who say if you want to find out whether Obi how do you are a relation to someone directly, the DNA is what we use. Yes, but whether you are related to someone or not.
Sir, a distinct code dear. Na yamfane say bia to say mami book here by an year can be no. Aya dena say meme dia na dance even from my twin brother's owner.
No, so what I'm saying is that we share similarities from the same family line.
Okay.
No, but we all share the same kind of code in a way.
Okay.
In the twins have that this is my relation. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Papa, you know that this man is my relation, this woman is my relation. Though they are significant as in uniqueness in everybody, but it's just but if you are not my family relation, it's do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just like, for example, Happy FM, the way you guys do things, a worker from Happy FM is a bit different from someone from your friend is saying, OK FM and Abidisa.
Interesting.
So, boy, quite different from Augustus. So, in fact, boys share because we are from the same family. We share something unique amongst ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Though, in fact, boys are different, but we share something unique. So, the DNA helps you. It's more like a hereditary kind of thing. Shows you who is related to you directly.
Interesting. Doc, maybe say DNA how does it manifest? Again, everything who said, common traits. Is it in the outward features of the individual? And I said sometimes it's me manifesting in character traits so.
Yeah, so we have so we call something the genotype and the phenotype. The genotype has to do with your all the things that has to do with your genes and stuff, right? And out of that genes, the gene is what helps in the expression of the phenotype. And because of your genetic makeup, outwardly, you have certain features, and even in your character traits. You understand? Because they have a certain genetic material.
Okay.
So it's the genotype that determines the phenotype is your outward expression of the genotype. You understand? In Jabia, because I have a certain genes, that gene helps me, determines how I'm expressed. It's quite difficult for and because me also papa and now mommy, and I would say anya crowd before be tinting, before being me and me and as a hair distribution there. Because you have that genetic code, that is why you can express that thing. Without the gene, you cannot express anything. You understand? So your outward appearance and outward expression, it goes also internally. And you might also internally, enzymes and all those things, it's based on the fact that you have a certain gene that expresses that. And you say, check here, we will know.
Doc, some similarities ni features here work can say anya bia na tintin obefa ne nine ana na new obefa no. Ye hu eye obani obema omaware for a while woma wo ba. Sa features we nyina no unhu bi sa akoda ne nsa se ne nine o se birth mark o se color o unhu bi se akoda no se ne mama na o se ne ja.
Well, a bad in kakra. There will always be something that points to the father or the mother. Or you see, because we also are a relation, it goes all the way to your grandparents and others. Into be ABA, and so on to me, send mommy and papa. But ubeshena relation because if you go, especially in the US, then you realize that you may have a black American. I say, or ye koko kakrachin ubia into be trace, we won't say our family no ebia obano woko oban history we won't say obi oban family line ebia or sa pictures no and sa pictures no Africa na other transfer into the current column. So we usually, you may not even use physical features to say that we will be banned. It's the DNA that will tell. And sometimes so-called paternity courts now there or US near there. You may have a child or bad. Or so should I say my or should I say papa? But omuye DNA test because I will say no. I say omuamuba because you can realize that some of the features your friend is saying if you trace back you will say will be our family anymore over some features, but that feature skipped some generation because DNA is a whole lot of your friends and combinations.
Interesting,
right?
Interesting. Doc, now ka DNA no whole essence ma wo cheche mu ekakra. And you were building up to the point na wo cheche mu say a whole lot and mo hwehwe ewo sa process we mu. How long does the process take?
Well, I haven't been directly involved. Your friend is saying, please give me a minute to something has come up. Just few seconds.
All right, that's fine. So I feel I do a feeling that one say happy 98.9 and wasu egusua uti anapai yene Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur and AD and komo ni nyina efa DNA and komo aye di se DNA ne kwa DNA. At what point and obane bema etia obema benya adwene bi se sisi ade pese me ko se nkoda ya wo mu no anya bia wo mu aye memma na se wo mu enye memma. What are the processes if you decide, say, you want to embark on this journey, say, most start here. How do you communicate that to even the woman involved? Now, some test ni na say affirmative. What do you do? And your affirmative what do you do? And no enkomo and an pay yedia yene Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur AD enkomo. Doc, minim say
yes, I'm awake.
yeah. Sorry, sir. I'm keeping you on the line for that long. Fetch me.
Well, so it depends on the lab, but usually maybe about 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Usually, but there are all kinds of technology around, but usually around that time. They should be able to get it done. And in Ghana, it depends also. Some of the tests, your friend is saying or more they call maybe outside the country. But now in Ghana, you have a friend said in Ghana you have people, some of the companies around. So I don't know, it may take about maybe like 6 to about 8 weeks. But if it's going outside the country, it may take a longer time.
Doc, how accurate is this DNA test here?
Oh, it's very, very accurate. I think it's even up to about 98%, 98%.
Wow. Nobody.
Oh, I think in Ghana, we can be around 1,600.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we can be around 1,000. So between 1,000 to 2,000.
Wow. At what point, Obama said, Bema, what consider say, DNA test from your experience as a clinical psychologist? What usually triggers people to want to do this?
Well, one, there is always a history. There is always a history or a motivating factor. Same checking. In ABR, one, even before they married, there is a problem with trust and infidelity or unfaithfulness or something. So there is a history all the time. It's in Pakwa Jimuno, Nipakra Minino way. Hey, maybe dating Ukraina or maybe and you may be. And I say, Mindeti Kurana, we have problems with ABI, he's going to cheat or something, or she's going to cheat or something. Or, hey, you see, unfaithful premarital sex, it increases unfaithfulness in marriage and even trust in marriage. Because Bakuno no worry, so not on no shamo. Well, hey, that means that there is always something about trust with premarital sex. And again, if, for example, you are dating with a person, you realize that no, this guy or this woman, telling you maybe it's already at the back of your mind. You know that this person, but there's a question about the person's morality or a question about the person's faithfulness, and there's some trust problems. At the back of their mind, then or and you may be a CC in the marriage, would make the person suspect, say, are you faithful to me or you are not faithful to me? Then, wawu akwalan. You now you are suspecting a lot of things before akwalan is born. So when the child is born, then you are looking at or semi or non semi. If you realize that the features be and say what, then it's like you are doubting whether the person is in. And I said what I said you maybe at work and another before have made certain comments here and there. Hey, I saw your wife here, I saw your wife here. And I said, Obi Akolana, hey, Akola way there, Osawana son so hey, Ason so So all those things are there. Because you will find a happy couple and perfume so let me go and do a DNA test. No. They won't do that. Or the relationship too is not strong. See, the marriage is not really strong. They know that one day they may even divorce or something. Or they are looking at property and stuff like that. Hey, she's going to come after my property here and there. Then we check it because when it comes to dividing the properties, they will look at the kids and all kinds of things. And especially when they're even moving out of the marriage. And when they know divorce is certain, they want to be sure of all that because of child support and those things. So there is always a basis. Something really is happening to them that may make one person, decide for your DNA test.
Wow. Doc, say young fan say near to Hona Sakoba say, my former dream person create DNA tester. Should the other party in the relationship know?
It depends on how good the relationship is. And again, like I said, any trusting, happy marriage, one, it will not come to mind. Secondly, say you may even discuss it with your spouse. If the relationship is good. But if there is fear, there is this anxiety around, you have, I said, why do you two, then you want to hide things. So a lot of people, because of the fear of the consequences of whatever will come up, and the fact that the relationship may be destroyed more, they will want to do it secretly. But if they realize that things are cool and issues behind shed and banner, they're able to discuss it. And especially to if a law court has said they should go and do it, then that one nobody hides from anybody.
Interesting. Look, as a psychologist, say mo koye ayesa test yana say mo be go through sa process we are advice ben adema aye couple sa mo decide say they want to embark on this journey, knowing say in the end there may be a confirmation or there may not be a confirmation of the suspicion of one of the parties.
Okay, so I would say that you see, DNA test does not fix the issues. DNA test only brings some clarity to the issues, but it does not fix the issues. So if you have a bad marriage, fix it. Find ways to deal with the core of the issues, so that you can even improve on your marriage and stay married. So that is the first advice. Why are you looking for a DNA test? Are there marital problems and issues that is necessitating that DNA test? If those issues are there, fix it. Because when you're able to fix it, then it builds more confidence and trust, such that it won't be like, it won't worsen the already, bad situation in the marriage. So they should actually be very honest with themselves. Why are we doing this DNA test? Is it because we have a bad marriage and we've lost touch with each other? How do we fix that? Because if you go do the DNA test and you talk on your back, what next? The question is that what next? Now the relationship is going to get bad, and so fix the problems. And once you fix the problem, then the discussion about DNA test and stuff can come in. So that even if you do the DNA test and the person is your child, it doesn't affect your child. And mind you, it's not even the adults who are affected mostly, it's the kids. The children, as for the children, they are really not to be blamed for whatever is happening. And it leaves them with big emotional problems. Because every child will want to know their source. They would want to know who is my father, who is my mother. They would want to have that sense of belonging. So I have someone who cares about me. I know where I am coming from. And after many years, Yvonne else will have to come and write a book, looking for her father. So it goes all the way till the person dies. So I think that what I would advise before a DNA test is that make sure that whatever problems that is necessitating the DNA test, you fix those problems. Otherwise the DNA results would only bring clarity, but will not deal with the issue.
Doc, final one and son of a so. Say akwano or me traits or me name or me tea or me niechi or me dame. Can the characteristics, the traits or exhibited one in niemu convince somebody so don't know original so a DNA test? That's the DNA showcase in a character.
Yeah, well, some children would have some character traits, personality traits of the parents. And for me, for example, I realized that, almost all my siblings have one or two traits of our parents. So that 1-2 is there. Personality traits also are influenced by DNA a lot. But to me, also way there and send me and send because everybody is even environmental where you are raising your child can influence their character traits significantly. So that one is really, really unreliable. We can't use that to say that we are balanced on him. But character traits also, DNA influences character traits. Thank you very much too.
Dr. Isaac Newman Arthur, a medical doctor and a clinical psychologist or an acting director at my University of Professional Studies Clinic.